Welcome back to Box of Delights. Welcome to our continuation of the Kreel Manor playthrough. I've decided to push on, play Adventure 2, but this time we're going to do things a little bit different because I'm not going to edit. I'm going to do this in a single shot and kind of just play through live. We decided to go to the haunted ballroom next, so this is going to be our adventure final location. It says that we've got Dark Dungeon, Grim Haunting, Manor Guard, Murder and a Goblin, and the Scale-Tongue Lizardmen. So that's our threat deck. I've already set threat deck up. There's two foes in here, so two spectral dancers, one in stack 2, one in stack 4. Stack 4 is also our story deck, a story stack, if you like. So at the beginning of Adventure 1, we were offered a choice. We were presented with this magical tome. We could either read the tome, spend time with it, or we could just push on through. I decided to stop and read it. So Adventure 2, this card, WM0002, was shuffled into the story stack, which is stack 4, 4 out of 5. So it's somewhere in this bottom half of the threat deck. Okay. Cool. Right, I've equipped my tome, I've equipped my rusted dagger, I've got my crossbow in my backpack, I've got my leather greaves, I've got my ranger furs, of course, which means my starting spirit is at 21. Brilliant. I've got my starting deck, there's our mastery. We've upgraded our skill deck, we did that at the end of the last video. We got 3 standard locations, so let's start with the delve phase. There's no story card this time, remember it's in the bottom half of this deck, but we do get to reveal our first location, which is a torture asylum. Okay, so we've headed into Kreel Manor. We've come across this unholy dungeon. It says for fight 3, we've currently got fight 1, we can unlock the Iron Maiden to release the lost soul within. Okay, so we can rescue an ally. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, I'm happy with that. Well, I'm definitely going to think about doing that. Starting hand. Remember, I start with 1 card. One of my... oh, no, not this one. That's no good. We need a hero. We need one of our specifics, don't we? Yeah, that's no good. What shall I take? I mean, we could use Vanquish, but that's too good. I think something simpler to start us off. We don't want to heal Spirit right from the beginning. Why don't we take this one, the Powerwell Infusion? I think that's a good idea. We might be able to use it. Okay. Shuffle my deck back up. All right, ready to go? Ready to go. Okay, threats move forward. Let's draw a card. We've got the Sky of Flaming Swords. Nice, that's one of our upgrades. Discard 1 non-foe threat from play and then exile this card. Right, remember things are a little bit slow. We've got a little bit of a prelude to the first threat appearing. I could push my fight up. This one needs sneak 4, so I could do this. I could tilt this, and then why don't we use an influence action to draw a card? Pushes our fight up to 2. Yeah. Okay, we've got a Charmwoven Vanquish. Okay, next turn. Next threat. Draw a card. We've drawn Celestial Lightning Beam, another one of our upgrades. That's good. So we've got both of our upgrades. Deal 6 damage to a threat. But first I'm going to tilt my fight. My fight's now at 3, which means I can act on here. Fight 3, unlock the Maiden to to reveal an ally. So we're going to go through the silver deck. This had a shuffle before the start of the game, by the way, as did the bronze deck. So we're going to search for an ally. And then it says, oh, there we go. We've got an escaped noble. The noble is going to give us +1 influence and also increase our spirit. So our spirit's now going up to 22. That's pretty good. Nice. Right, then shuffle these back into the silver deck, it says. All right, so we've rescued an escaped noble who's now accompanying us, giving us a little bit of an influence boost as well as a spirit boost. Nice. Now what do I want to do? I might actually push through this torture chamber. My sneak is at 4, so let's use the sneak action and place 4 sneak on the torture asylum. Okay, I don't want to use any cards yet. We haven't revealed any shadows. No, okay, let's reveal our delve phase. Delve phase, we complete the torture asylum. That was a limit of once, yeah. Once we defeat this, remove the torture chamber from the campaign. So that's it, we're not going to get access to the torture asylum again. We've released the trapped noble that was inside, so there's no more prisoners to release. Let's see what our next active location is. Oh, it's the Craft Spire workshop. We went here before. Okay, and this is no bad thing because we can forge 1 bronze asset here with 3 fight, which we have. We have 4 actually. Okay, now threats move up. And we've got our first threat proper coming into the threat area. Let's see what it is. It is a scale tongue hero. And it's got relentless reveal, exhaust 1 action. And then it says become fight dazed. Oh. Oh. Well, a dazed action. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's exhaust sneak. Shall we? No, let's exhaust influence. Let's exhaust influence. A dazed action cannot be used, but we can tilt it. Gain no power, but instead discard this status. So fight is dazed. Let's draw. We've drawn a Sorcerous Veil Fusion. Let's tilt fight and get rid of that dazed action. And now, actually, well, we've got the Power Well Infusion, haven't we? That doesn't help us. Let's think. We've got 4 fights. We can act at the workshop and draw. Right, so let's use this. It is a limit of 1. Let's forge something. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a longbow. Another 2-handed ranged weapon like our crossbow. And it says exhaust, deal 1 fight damage to 1 shadow. Okay, so we can hit the shadows now. And it's exhaust, it's not flip. Well, that kind of devalues my crossbow a little bit, I think. But I like the fact we've got some ranged weapons. And I think what that means is, what I'm actually going to do is use my Power Well Infusion. It's not an action. Deal 4 fight damage to 1 threat, but lose 1 spirit. So we're going to deal 4 damage to the... What's he called? A scale tongue. So we're down to 21. And then he needs 5 fight to defeat. We can use our rusted dagger. Let's flip it. Deal 1 more damage up here. That defeats him. Brilliant. reward 1 spirit. So we're back up to 22. Nice. Nice. Incidentally, there is a little spot here on the playmat for your damage tokens. If you want to, we've got all these different damage tokens. A variety of sizes and also some generic tokens like this. So there's a spot for them if you want to use it. Now, although this thing exhausted an action, we still haven't used an action on this thing, so we can still use an action, right? We can take 1 action per turn. We just can't take the influence one. So what do I want to do? Use it to draw a card? Or use it to sneak? I think I want to use it to draw a card. We've got the Charm with Vanquish. Charm over and Vanquish. Okay, unexhaust everything. The Delve's doing nothing. We're stuck in the workshop. Last time we got out of here pretty quickly and moved on. Let's see. What's our next threat? It's a noble guest. Okay, so if we defeat her, it blocks any one non-foe threat this round. She's doing 1 damage. So we rescue a noble and we have a noble guest threatening us. Let's draw. So draw phase, we can now rearrange stuff if we want to, which I might actually do. Let's put these 2 in my backpack. Put our longbow. It's 2-handed. Oh no, I can't put them both in my backpack. I'd have to throw something away. Yeah, this is a problem, isn't it? You can use fight actions against shadows. So the crossbow's nice because I can do multiple damage. But there's not room in my backpack for everything. So I've got to choose really. Do I want the longbow or the crossbow? That's a pain. How often would I want to use an action against a shadow? I don't know. I think because if I'm using an action against the shadow, I'm not taking an action against the threat area. I'm always wanting to take actions against threat areas, right? But this is so good to be able to do a whole. I mean, you can do a whole bunch of damage against a threatened shadow. No, I'm gonna toss out the crossbow and keep the longbow. I think. Yeah. Sorry, crossbow. You're discarded. You are discarded. There's a chance I'll pick it up again, I guess. You know, before I make that decision, I do have a fast card here. A scout ahead. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it. You can play this at any time. Yeah. There's a goblin sadist here. So you see, I could hit that before it comes into play. Yeah, I really don't think I want to. I don't think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to put this here. Yep. Okay, time to play. Let's exhaust my longbow. We can do a damage here. So now I know I only need to hit it for 4. My noble's given me +1 influence power. I've got 2 here. 1, 2, 3. My action is 4. So if I use this action, I can actually defeat the noble guest and gain 1 spirit, but I'm already at maximum spirit. But that's okay. I've gotten rid of her. I'm going to push my sneak up to 3. Yep. And then next turn I can get through. I can get through this potentially, depending on what I draw. All right, let's refresh. Yep. Just wondering, does Delve, this has got a Delve ability, lose 1 spirit. Does Delve work when it's in the shadows? I don't think it does. I'm looking at rules. Any cards with Delve activate now, but I've got a feeling that when things are in the shadows, the only things that apply threats and other effects can still target shadows. I don't think Delve abilities actually trigger until they hit the threat area. So I think this is not, I don't think this is working. I think reveals do, but I don't think Delves do. Yeah. So threat phase, he comes into play. If he's still here during the next delve, then I will lose 1 spirit. I think I need to check on that. Let's ask Tristan. I told you this was live, so I'm going to ask Tristan. Okay. If he says yes, we'll lose a spirit. If he says no, then we don't. Okay. All right. Let's. That's a threat coming in. Let's draw. And we've got add 1 sneak to a sneak action. Let's see now. Do I want to take this goblin out? I've got stuff that just sends threats away at the minute. I've got 1, 2, 3. I can do 3 influence damage. I can do 4. I can do 4 attacks. So let's take him out. So that's 3, 4. That will get rid of this goblin before he has a chance to hit me. What do I do next? Do I sneak? Can't take an action. Do I just bump this up? I think I do. Let's just push that up to 2. I think that's all we need to do. Okay. Yeah, I still haven't gotten rid of this. I mean, I could do this I could just get rid of a threat using one of my cards, and then I can get out of this workshop. At the moment, I'm just kind of trapped in here. Let's see what we've got. Lord's Guest. Reveal. Shuffle your hand into your deck and discard pile. Then redraw the same number of cards. Oh, shoot. Wow, she's tough. She is tough. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. My deck's getting shuffled. Oops. But then that might mean my mastery comes out sooner. Was the mastery only supposed to go on the bottom in the first adventure? I'm just going to check that as well. Bum, bum, bum. I need to check that. Skill deck. Yeah, mastery always goes on the bottom. Well, it's not anymore. It's now in my deck. I'm going to draw 6 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuffle your hand into your deck and discard pile, then redraw the same number of cards. Yeah, that really does happen. She needs 6 fights, 9 influence, 8 sneak. So she's really tough to take down. She's going to hit me for 1 spirit each time. Let's see what we've drawn on mastery, which I can't use just yet. Well, that's a pain, isn't it? Because I've got to lose 1 spirit and exile this, and that no cards have been exiled. So yeah, that's a pain. That kind of backfired. So she is mean. That's the worst draw. That was the worst draw getting my mastery then. Ouch. Yeah. She's kind of used my own powers against me. Let's scout ahead. I'm going to look 1 ahead. Okay, it's a plot. It's a plot. This is going to help me against a plot. Wow. Oh, I do still get to draw a card, don't I? Influence might be an option. 9 influence to take her down. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I could use this for 5. Whew. Or I could. Yeah, so I had some good cards. I had some cards that were just gotten rid of that threat. I could have vanquished it, but now I can't. That's tough. I probably want all my influence to take down the haunted statue. Maybe I just leave the Lord's Guest here for the moment. I just don't have any. Don't have any strength right now. Okay, let's take the sneak action for 3. We'll put 3 here. Let's get out of this workshop. I've got to push on. And I'm going to tilt my influence for this plot that's upcoming. I'm going to hope I'm going to draw into something good. I do have the arcane energy burst, so I can use 2 actions, but not yet. Not yet. My longbow only hits the shadows. Deal 1 fight damage to 1 shadow. Yeah. That's not great. Right, Spirit Phase, she's going to hit me for 1. So I'm down to 20. Delve Phase, Workshop's going. So that's good news. There's no defeat bonus, so we just draw the next location, which is Neolithic Tombs of Nilim. The tombs are shrouded in an aura of foreboding as the very earth mourns the forgotten sorrows interred with these cursed sepulchres. It's got a sneak 3 act. Raid the unholy tombs and loot the corpses. We lose the spirit and draw a skill, and we can do this twice, but once per round. Okay, well I have the spirit, but I also have a full, well, I'm about to have a full hand, so let's see. Right, the plot comes in. I'm kind of ignoring Lord's Guest for the minute. I'm looking for a vanquish. I don't get one. I've got my greaves, remember, so I can block, but my spirit's really high, so I'm not really that worried about it right now. Let's see. Let's play my Soothing Charm of Renewal. So I'm back up to 22 spirit, and I gain 1 power here. So I'm up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 influence. And I could even do it again. I could leave the plot. Leave the plot. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Tilt for 8. What if we... I've got 5 cards, so I've played this. I've got 3 sneaks, so I could act here to lose a spirit down to 21. Draw a card. It's the Power Well Infusion. Okay, that might convince me to do something here, because I can play Power Well Infusion, deal 4 fight damage to a threat, and then lose 1 spirit. So I'm down at 20 spirits. Then I can use a fight action for 2 fights to do 2 damage here. That's the 6 I need to take her out. I gain 1 spirit for defeating her. Back up to 21. I can tilt this up to 3. 3, 6, 7, 8. That will give me the 8 I need to take down the plots next time. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Right, what threat do we have now? Oh, Lizardman Guardian. Reveal, remove... become Sneak Dazed. So I can't do this, but that's okay. Draw. Deal 1 influence damage. I don't think I need it, do I? I could take this lizard man out with my influence, but then I'm not defeating the plot. It's only 1 spirit damage to leave that thing in. What if I do this then? What if I defeat the plot? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. I think was that on 2? I think it was on 2. I'm tilting it and get rid of this. Defeat the plot. Now it says the haunted statue, and this is like the main plot of this ballroom. We faced the haunted statue obstacle. Choose one option: purify, smash it, or pray. What would a war mage do? Not smash it, although he is a war mage. Would he pray? Is my war mage pious? Or purify it? I feel like you would purify it. And then it says use an extra action if able. Okay, let's purify the statue. B 40. The haunted statue. Drawing upon arcane understanding, you embark on a ritual to purify the haunted statue. Symbols and incantations weave through the air, a symphony of mystical sonics converging upon the malicious energies that cling to the stone. Following your ritual, the cracked, decaying stone is restored to its pure white marble. The once haunted statue stands before you, cleansed at last. Deal 4 influence damage or 3 fight damage to 1 threat. Bang! Lizardman, I reckon you've just... Yeah, I reckon I've just scared the heck out of you by purifying this haunted statue. This thing's gone. This thing's gone. Nice. I'm happy with that. Well, that's the result. And I've got an action. I'm a 1 plot down. So I get to take another action. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 cards. Oh, I've used my sneak. Well, I guess maybe we can just use our Soulful Serenity, push my spirit back up to 22, and then use my fight to draw a Neo card. And it is Hurl Projectile. Yeah, that didn't help. Or maybe it will. Maybe it will. We'll see. Yeah, I'd have been happier having my sneak left so that I could scout ahead. Okay, what's next? Oh, another plot. Wow, they came back to back. Lizardman Egg Nest. It's an obstacle. And it needs 5 sneak. Well, I've got 5 sneak. Let's draw. And here's the Vanquish I've been looking for. Interesting. Well, let's start with completing that plot. So 3, 4, 5 defeats this one. The Lizardman Egg Nest. It says I can choose an option. I can protect it, I can conceal it, or I can burn it. What do I want to do to the egg nest of the Lizardman? I'm not protecting it or concealing it. I'm going to burn it. Of course I'm going to burn it. B18. There's probably a Lizardman's going to come running out and attack me now, but let's see what happens. In an act of ruthless aggression, of course, they're evil things, you set ablaze the Lizardman egg nest, the flames engulfing the precious progeny within. Inside the charred remnants of a fortuitous discovery, a sturdy sword, its blade tempered in the inferno you unleashed. The shadows of your destructive choice dance with the flickering firelight upon the sword's blade as you retrieve it from the smouldering embers. Deal 1 fight damage to each threat. There are none. Search the bronze assets for a broadsword and equip it. Then shuffle the bronze assets. The lizardman threat. 1 lizardman threat gains bold status. Well, there aren't any lizardmen in play. So I'm going to search this deck for a sword, a broadsword. Nice. I don't know if I've got... here it is. I don't know if I've got hands for such a thing. Well, I can always toss the... Oh, it's only a one-handed weapon. It's only a one-handed weapon, he says. The broadsword gives a permanent +1 fight. That's nice. And equip it. So let's throw away that. Yeah. We'll throw away our rusty dagger. That's the only option. What's that? I saw a crossbow. We threw away earlier. Is that what equip means? It doesn't mean stick it in our backpack, right? Just checking. Fortunately, with Tristan's rulebooks, they do always have decent rules. You can look things up. Draw phase 10. They may equip assets from their pack. Yeah, so equip it means put it here for sure. Well, it's a good job I wanted to. Taking up arms. Okay, use an extra action if available. We're 2 plots down. And I've got 1 extra card in my hand. We could perhaps use this to swap some actions around. Let's think. Let's tilt our influence. Let's use our fight. No. Well, I may as well draw a card, right? I might as well. Okay. Rapid sprint. Lose 1 influence to deal 2 sneak damage to a location. I might as well do that. What else can I do with my cards? We could just use this to stick a power back on there. Now I'm back down to 6 cards. Yeah, we could have just swapped. We could swap the position of some actions, but I don't think I want to. Let's do that. Okay. Trouble is, I'd like to have had my sneak left over so that I could have scouted, but it's just not working out that way, is it? Okay, what threat have we got? Oh, he looks mean. A Balegeist. When we defeat it, we lose 2 power and become sneak dazed. Okay, that's the kind of threat you want to vanquish. For sure. Add one sneak to a sneak action. Let's vanquish it and get out of this. Get out of this place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna vanquish it. Discard any tokens from it, and then we'll exile this card. Bottom of the threat deck. I've got 2 sneak. Do I want to use the tomb again and draw a skill? I don't think I do. I think we'll just use our sneak action, get 2 more sneak on there, get out of this place. I've got 6 cards. I might just tick up my fight. Done. We're going to delve through Malefic Tombs. There's no reward for defeating it. Let's push on. All right, final location is the Haunted Ballroom. Okay, it's got an influence 3 act. Lose yourself in the dance macabre. Lose 1 spirit to draw 2 skills. There's a limit of 1 time. Okay, so that could be useful for taking down foes. We probably ought to see one of those foes pretty soon. Let's see. Okay, threats. Threats march on. And it's a keep card. We defeat it, we discard a skill. Need 7 influence. 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7. Okay. Okay. Good. Let's draw a card. We've got Arcane Energy Burst, but we're going to do a Witty Barb and deal an influence damage here. I'm going to take the influence action. I've got 3, 4, 5 influence plus 1 from my special. That's 6. The one that's there makes it 7. That defeats the keep card. We discard 1 skill. Which skill do we want to discard? I think the Wild Haymaker. Do I want to use an additional available action to scout ahead? I don't think I do this time. I think we're just going to tilt our fight up. No. No. We're going to tilt our sneak up. Yeah. That'll do. Okay, delve. Move on. What do we face? Oh, here she is, a spectral dancer. It's a foe. Reveal, shield. And so it would have been nice to have scouted that one for sure. She gets a shield. So a shield means the next time she takes damage, all of that damage is blocked, and we discard the shield. Delve phase, deal 1 spirit influence damage to each lizard man. And it's got overkill 2, so we can hit it. It's got 5 fight, 6 influence. But if we overkill the spectral dancer, that would be great. Okay, shield. And this is when our rusty dagger would come in handy. Let's see now. What do I do? What do I do? Just got 1 known foe. That doesn't help. We've got take additional actions. Well, my influence is really good. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can do the 6. And I could do some extra damage. So let's do that, shall we? Or do we want to just tick it up and do fight damage? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to tick this up. I'd like to overkill, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd like to overkill the Spectral Dancer if I can. If I take a fight action now, that's 1, 2, 3, plus 4, plus 1 there is 4. I can deal 1 fight damage using Hurl Projectile, so that's 5, right? That's the 5 fight we need. Oh, you know what? Darn it. She's got a shield. Let's Hurl Projectile to get rid of the shield. Then I do the fight. That's only... yeah, nice. That's only 4 damage. I might be able to do a little bit more next time. This is why I should have kept the Wild Haymaker. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could use this once, take a spirit damage, draw a card, gain 1 spirit, swap the positions of 2 actions. That doesn't help me. Use an additional action. I could just take this opportunity to get this done. Use 1 additional available action. Add 1 sneak to a sneak action. 1, 2, 3, that's 4. Let's get the 4 down on there. At least then that's done, and I've pushed my fight up. Because if I do 1, 2, 3 damage to this, that will push that up by... yeah, that's overkill. That's the overkill I was looking for. And I've got Veil Fusion to give me a little bit of flexibility. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's reset. She's doing me 1 spirit damage. I'm down to 20. Delve phase, nothing's happening here. Deal 1 influence damage to each lizard man. There aren't any in play. Threat phase, a mud runner goblin. Defeat, exile it. Okay. Let's see if Tristan replied. He did. Yes, so delve effects do trigger when they're in the shadows. So what does that mean? It means when this was in shadows, I should have lost 1 spirit. So I'm actually down to 19, right? Yeah. Thanks, Tristan. Thanks for dealing me a spirit damage. All right, let's draw. This was draw 2. This was to draw 2 skill cards. Did I just draw 1? I did draw 2. Don't know. I think I just drew 1. I can't remember now. Too late. All right. Power Infusion. Well, it did help me. I was thinking it didn't help me, but it did. because I can get rid of the murder on the goblin. Let's exile the goblin. This does 4 fight damage, but I lose the spirit. I'm down to 18, but this guy is exiled, which is good because that was a 2 spirit damage in the spirit phase. She's still bothering me, but I do have an action. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only need to do 6 to her. So let's do 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 it is. We need to do 1 more fight damage to defeat her. But I can use my arcane energy burst to use 1 additional skill. Let's just think. Yeah, let's do it. So that's 3, 4, 4 fight actually. So I've overkilled this by, that's 4 damage. She'll only take 3 more. But we have defeated it, and we've defeated it. So that's good. We gain 3 spirit back from defeated it, and we read B103. That's 1 foe down. 3 spirit back, 21. Nice. Okay, story, what happens? B103. The spectral dancer is defeated. Where the haunting waltz of spectral dancers unfolds, you accost and overcome one of the 2 otherworldly figures. As the flitting of their ghostly movements fade, your victorious stance disrupts the eerie dance. To the twinkling of incorporeal melodies, your resilience remains unbroken, poised to confront the remaining threats and secrets that lie beyond the haunted ballroom. Gain 1 spirit, we're up to 22, which is our maximum, and draw 1 bronze asset. Let it be headgear. It is headgear. An arcane necklace, adding 1 influence. Brilliant. I'm feeling really powered up now. I like it. If I'm feeling powered up, then these things must be getting tougher and tougher. That's all I can say. Okay, let's push that up to 2. Let's reset. Delve phase. We're moving through the haunted dungeon. We're out of here. Oh no, we're not. I do apologise. That's the final location. That's the final location. I need to defeat all the plots first. Okay, delve phase. Threat phase. We've got a living corpse. Reveal, lose 1 spirit. Oof. The mere sight of this thing has hurt me. It only needs 4 sneak to defeat though. So that's an easy option. Hasty strike drawn. This goes down to 1. This thing's defeated. Let's push our fight up. Yeah. Yeah, I should have drawn another skill on this ballroom. Never mind. Or I guess I could have done it now. But then I've been over hand limit at some point and probably discarded it, so. Let's just leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Okay. Let's push on. Keep guard. Defeat each hero discards a skill. Let's see now. Right, I've got tons of influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7. I'm sure I've got 7. These aren't one-time use, are they? I'm sure they're not. Yeah, it's a permanent increase. These are really good. So my influence is awesome, especially with this necklace now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 1 from my ability, that's 7. That's enough to take this thing out. You're gone. Defeat, lose a skill. I don't know if I drew a card. If I did, then it makes up for that. If I didn't, well, there you go. I've got to discard one of these. And they're all good. Hasty Strike can be a saviour, but my fight's up high. No, I'm going to get rid of the Sorcerer's Veil Fusion. And I'm going to push my... I'm going to push my fight. I'm going to push my fight up one. Okay. Done. Reveal a threat, another living corpse. Lose 1 spirit, so I'm down to 20. This one's a little bit different. It needs... Yeah, this one's stronger. The last one was 574. This one is 675. Let's draw. I've got Celestial Lightning Beam. But we only need 6 fight. And I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough to defeat this thing. And I'm going to push my sneak up. Okay. Keep searching. We've got the Goblin Sadist. Delve, lose 1 spirit. Okay, let's draw. It's nice the way this game plays. It plays fast. It's just easy. Just easy as heck. Parallel Infusion. Well, my influence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. You're gone. Push my fight up. And then keep pushing on. Just looking for plots and foes. Lizardman, reveal, sneaks, dazed. Okay, well, let's tilt it and get rid of it. We only need 3 influence to defeat this thing. I've got 1, 2, 3 plus 1 on my action, so that's defeated. That's everything, right? Oh, draw a card. Did I draw a card? I didn't draw a card. I always forget to draw a card. Now I've got to discard something. In fact, I don't need to discard something. I'm just going to play this. I think, yeah, gain 1 spirit, 21. Swap the position of any two of your actions. I'm going to push my fight up and my sneak down. And off we go. Okay. Plot, yes, support Cullis. Alright, we've seen this guy before. So we've got to get through another portcullis. And I mean, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, interesting. We can unlock it with sneak 4, defeat it with fight. Let's do that. So we defeat it with fight 4. So we're going to lift it. We had 3 plus that is 4. And then we're going to unlock using sneak 4. We've got sneak 5. We don't use it, remember, you just have to have it. So let's unlock the portcullis, B20. And I think I forgot to draw again. Every time. Okay. So actually we might as well just play that first, haven't we? Gain 1 influence power. And heal 2 spirit. No, let's save it. We'll save it. Save it. Let's read this first. B20. Oops, wrong book. Okay, portcullis unlock. With the portcullis key in hand, you deftly unlock the apparatus and the formidable gate yields to your touch. Behind the barrier, a nervous human servant fidgets, eyes darting with a mixture of fear and gratitude. I'm free, thank you, kind hero. He grins nervously through broken teeth, a cruel reminder of his master's tyranny. Derek, happy to help, you follow. As a token of his thanks and a means of his newfound freedom, Derek reveals a short cut through the looming dimness of the manor. But as footsteps approach from the shadows, his terror takes hold and he flees into the dark paths. Deal 3 sneak damage to the active location, or gain 3 sneak power. Well, I'll gain 3 sneak power. So we'll put this up to 5. Because we've already snuck through there. And we've defeated another plot, that's 3. So 3 plots down, 1 foe. And 1 card over, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I'm going to play this to gain an influence and heal 2 spirit. But that will put me over my maximum, so I'm just going up to 22. And I'm going to take up my influence. Yep. Right, it's looking good, people. Let's push on. I'm probably going to have to search through quite a few threats before I find another plot. It's a noble guest. But I can defeat it with my influence. She only needs 3. Defeat, block any 1 threat. Don't need to do that. I forgot to draw again. I'm going to scout ahead. So let's scout here. Oh, it's that one, Lord's Guest. I don't like her. I really don't like her. Can I take it out with influence? If I get the influence up here in the 3 spot, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not quite enough, is it? I've got 3. Oh, I can take it down with my sneak though. No bother at all. So let's push this up to 6. Got 9 sneak. In fact, let's leave that one. Let's do this. Let's put fight up. So we'll put this up to 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm still on 6 cards. All right, so we're good. Okay, next threat. Murder a goblin. Defeat, exile this thing. So I can hit it for 4. Fight, I've got 5 actually. So I need to spend 1 of these. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that takes it. Exile this. I've got to draw again. Okay. you know what, I keep forgetting to, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to use this to add 1 influence power. And then go again, tilt to go 4. That will do. Right, don't forget to draw, Ricky. Right, shuffle my hand into my deck. 1, 2, 3. I've got 6 cards with my discard pile. I'm going to draw 6 cards. This is where things get messed up. You save all these good cards, and then the Lord's Guest messes with you. So use them or lose them. I think that's the key I've learned here. There's no point trying to save good cards with the Lord's Guest around the place. Draw. Yeah. Now, can I do this without using an action? Yeah, I can use the Sky of Flaming Swords if I wanted to. But do I want to? I don't think I do. I think we'll just let one of these cards go. Yeah. Okay. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9 influence. That would use it all, but I could use my sneak. I need 7. I've got 8. Let's use my sneak. She's gone. I heal 1 spirit. My spirit's at max. I put 1 on my fight. Refresh. Okay. Come on then. Foes, plots. Are you there? We've got a mooning. That will be something else. A moaning spirit. Reveal. Add 1 threat and then reveal 1 shadow. Okay. Add a threat. There's our spectral dancer. Reveal shield. So she's shielded. And then reveal 1 shadow. Oh, it's our plot. Our story, sorry. Our story card is about to come up. Right, what do I want to do now? Draw phase. A draw phase. I've got 1 card too many. I meant to discard that down, didn't I? Okay, draw phase. Do I want to rearrange my... hand? I could do 3, 4, 5, 6 fight damage to take out that thing. So no, I'm going to leave that there. Longbow does damage to a shadow. I could put my tome up here in my hand. Yeah, I could do that. Have I got anything that does damage? Yeah, I've got the hurl projectile to get rid of that shield. So let's do that. Do I leave the moaning spirit there? I think I do. This has got overkill, so if I can do 8 here, which I really can because my influence is just so high. So my influence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To knock 2 off here, that's 8. So 8 damage here. I need to do 6 fight now if I can. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have another action. I don't have another action. But I could do this. I could get rid of that threat. Exile this card. Get rid of this. Discard it. Do I want to discard it? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Just get rid of the moaning spirit. Because then next time I can just deal with this. Okay, she's going to do me 2 spirit damage, so I'm down to 20. But that's okay. Do you know what? I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep the hold of this. She's going to do me damage as well, so that's 19. You'd have thought I'd have learned my lesson, wouldn't you? I'm on 6 cards. I'm going to put 1 here. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Okay, next one. Delve phase. Read the story. Okay, we're in a labyrinth. Immersed in the lection of lost magic, so we're reading this text. The text springs to life, and primeval spirits and rituals unveil their secrets to me. Empowered by newfound knowledge, I feel the Manor's arcane mysteries beckoning. The enchantment of the lection has reshaped our journey, and the choices before you are laden with the weight of your arcane possibilities. From deeper in the labyrinth you hear a bull's roar. With enhanced magical abilities you face a choice. I can either carefully delve deeper, eyes peeled, into labyrinthine tunnels to where secrets intertwine like hidden threats, or emboldened by my augmented power, stride forward toward the echoes of the monstrous roaring and confront whatever fearsome being lies in wait. Do I want to face the beast of the labyrinth? Yeah, of course I do. Alright, so WM004 is Adventure 3, so that's going to get set aside for next time. Now I gain the Silver Dagger War Mage asset. And I have a room in my backpack for it. Here's the Silver Dagger. Flip to use an additional available action. Gives me +1 sneak. Nice. Draw 1 skill. Draw 1 skill. Use 1 additional action and then add a threat. Oh my goodness. So that goes, but a threat gets added. Oh, these are clocking up. It's a leper. Reveal. Lose 1 fight power, then move your fight action down 1 space. Oh. Well, that wasn't very friendly, was it? That's probably messed things up. Because now I've only got 3, 4 fight instead of 3, 4, 5, 6 fight. Ouch. You swine. Yeah, that wasn't very helpful. That was a Del phase. I think the worst is yet to come, isn't it? Because I've not done the threat phase yet. So I've got another threat coming in. Oh my goodness. These are stacking up. Oh, it's a secret door though. Okay, the secret door. Choose one option. Open, investigate, destroy. I need 7 fight, 6 sneak. Right, these are really stacking up. So I don't like that. Who do I want to knock out of here? Okay, maybe I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I draw a card, don't I? I always forget. Vanquish. So let's just see. I could vanquish a threat. Oh my. I can then discard a threat. I want 6 fights. I can do a hasty strike. It's fast. Lose 1 spirit. So I'm down to 18. Deal 2 fight damage to a threat. 2. I can only do this once, can't I? Yeah. So I can do 4 more damage to the Spectral Dancer now. So why don't I do that? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Kills the Spectral Dancer. Let's see what it says. I've overkilled it by 2. B102. Whoops. So I've gotten both foes now. I need 1 more plot. 2 more plots. B102. Is this the same as last time? Did we not read this last time? No, it's a different one. Spectral Dancer defeated. To the strings of phantom music emanating from the incorporeal ballroom of the manor, you engage with and stand victorious over the Spectral Dancer. The haunting choreography of the ethereal dance falters briefly. To the muted strains of anguished melodies, your triumph marks a pause in the otherworldly revelry, signalling your readiness to face any remaining adversaries. Draw 1 bronze asset, then use an extra action if able. I don't think I've got room for anything else, but what did we get? We've got a spiked club. Discard 1 shield from 1 threat. Do I want to keep this and swap it for some of these other things? No. No, I'm tossing it to one side. I'm pretty tooled, aren't I? Yep. You know, I haven't used anything. Maybe if I'd used some stuff. And as these adventures go on, if I've flipped stuff, it's always worth bringing in a new thing because you can use it. Let's heal 1 spirit. 19. Now, do I want to use an additional action? Not yet. I'm going to tilt that up to 7. I think that's all I want to do. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, we made short thrift of those threats, didn't we? I think so. I think we did well. Let me just double check. So we've gotten these are all exiled cards. Yeah. we've gotten 3 plots. There's 1 here, and we've gotten both those, so we need to find 1 more plot. But not yet. It's a Balegeist. If we defeat it, we lose 2 power. And we become sneak dazed. Let's draw. Okay. Right, let's sort out that secret door. So I've got 7. Sneak. I only need 6, don't I? So this is complete. Now, do we open it? Do we investigate it? Or do we destroy it? Do we dive in blindly? We gain 1. We gain 1 here as well for defeating it. But do we go in blindly, just open it and jump through? Do we investigate? Do we go? Let's go cautious or destroy it. Let's go cautious. I'm feeling cautious. No, do you know what? I'm going to jump in blindly. Let's let's see what happens. Let's open the door. Through the hidden passages you slip away, leaving your pursuers behind. In the clandestine refuge, a secret door reveals itself. Inside the enshrouded sanctum, you find respite, a momentary haven in the labyrinthine embrace of the old stronghold's dangers. Discard the active location unless it's the adventure location, in which case we deal 3 sneak damage to it. And that's it. Okay. Ah, man. Okay, I was kind of hoping that we would get away from that Balegeist, but it seems to have followed us through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Let's use this card. 1 hero gains 1 influence power and heal 2 spirit. So we're back up to 22. Then I'm going to use 1 additional available action. Oops, that's not done yet. So I'm going to use our influence action. So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8. Plus 1 for my action is 9. That's enough to defeat the Balegeist. Defeat, lose 2 power. I've only got 1 power to lose, and we become sneak dazed. Okay, that's fine. Reset. I can tilt that one, can't I? Add a 1. Okay. Let's push forward. We're looking for that final plot. We've got the Mudrunner Goblin. And let's tilt that and get rid of this. Oh, draw. We've got a Wild Haymaker. Let's defeat this. It only needs three fights. We've got 4. Exile. I've still got 4 cards in hand, so I've not used my tome yet. I don't think I need to. Maybe next time. It would be nice to be able to do a little bit of scouting. But let's see. It's our final plot. The Bound Prisoner. Choose an option. Liberate, abandon, or kill. Right, I can get this now, right? I need 5 influence, so I'm definitely going to get this. Okay, draw a card. I'm going to use my tome. Flip and draw 3 skills. And then discard 1 skill. 2, 3. Yeah. Yep. Discard that one. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus my 1 is 5. That's the action. We've completed this. What do we do with our bound prisoner? Do we liberate, abandon, or kill? Well, we liberate. We're feeling happy about this. B010. We've been rescuing prisoners the whole time. I mean, look, it's the same artwork here. From the cruel clutches of captivity and certain death at the hands of the goblins, you liberate the woman Celia. From her eyes reflects a flame of anger. Bound no more, she chooses to accompany you, a newfound ally with a thirst for retribution. She mutters an oath. Thank you for saving me, stranger. It seems we now have a bond forged in the crucible of shared adversity. By Lequim's sword I swear vengeance upon those foul creatures and upon the lord of the manor for keeping these wretched beasts in his employ. We can either draw a silver asset or search the silver assets for escaped noble Celia, equip her, and then shuffle the silver assets. Well, we already got her, didn't we? So let's draw silver asset and see if there's anything that's better than this lot. It is a scarred shield. Exhaust to discard 1 bold from 1 threat. So bold is a status. And the next time this threat attacks, it does double damage. Wow, do I want that? Or do I want... Do I want these other things? Is it better than the broadsword, for example? Do I want a sword or a shield or my tome or the silver dagger? And this is an exhaust effect. It's giving me 1 sneak. I do like that. Do you know what? I think I'm going to let the longbow go and keep the shield. Yeah, longbow, you're gone. We're going to keep the scarred shield. I like it. I'm sure some bold creatures are going to come up in future adventures. As it goes, we've entered the delve phase for the last time, and we've completed the haunted ballroom. Let's see what happens. SO88. We've explored the haunted ballroom. I'm going to let you read this yourselves, but we can heal 1 wound. So if we had picked up a wound in a previous adventure, now we can heal back up, so we're back up to full strength. And 3 paths lie ahead. We can take the Shadestrike War Barracks, the vast armory of Tanklaw, or the Marmorial Pool of Narius. Shall we have a look at those? We should, shouldn't we? Let's see. So Adventure 3. Here. There they are. Which one would you take? The War Barracks, the Armory, or the Pool? Well, I'm going to go for the Pool. I've gone mysterious so far, so I'm going to stick with the Mystic and go for the Marmorial Pool of Narius. There we are then. We can upgrade again, obviously. Get some new skills. We've got this adventure. This is going to go into stack 4. And I like to use these as these spots here as the different stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So that's going to go in there for adventure 3, and we'll set up We've got the Dead Eaters, the Mudrudder Goblins again, Nature Spirit, Scale-Tongue Lizardmen again, and Vermin Swarm. We saw those last time as well, didn't we? I think we did. And we've got 3 sprites in 3, 4, and 5. 2 standard and 1, this time 1 dangerous location. So there are a bunch of dangerous locations. These are the standard and dangerous locations. So standards here. Here's a dangerous location. That's the standard. Dangerous. So we're going to shuffle in one of these. That's standard. That's standard. We're going to shuffle in. Look at the Den of Shadows and Light. This is what's on the playmat. We're going to shuffle in one of these dangerous locations as well into our adventure deck. What was it? 2. I think it was 2 standard. Yeah, 2 standard and 1 dangerous. Wow. And then, yeah, 2 standard. All right, I'm going to leave you guys to it, and I'm going to continue with Adventure 3. I think this is probably the last video I'm doing here, so we're going to find some new games to show you next time. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, and look out for Kreel Manor coming soon.